Welcome to Doll's Beauty Show. I'm your host, Doll. Today, the show is about Alaska. Oh, the most beautiful place. Oh, I can't wait to share this with you. So everyone out there, sit back, relax, and check this out. Alaska is so beautiful, but you haven't seen anything yet. That's right, because we're going to see Ketchikan. So sit back, relax, and see the beautiful sights of Ketchikan. Like most communities in the southeastern Alaska, Ketchikan is surrounded by a vast wilderness and impassable mountains. Without road or rail connections to the rest of North America, everything must come by air or sea. But the town in Alaska's gateway to the south, so although it is small, picturesque, and rustic, it can be quite busy. I wanted to show the viewers of Doll's Beauty Show how beautiful Alaska is. And Quinn made it happen. So I got the boots, I got my headband, I'm ready to go dog sledding and getting up in the helicopter and seeing the beautiful glacier and Skagway. And tomorrow is Juneau, so I'm excited about Juneau. And today we have more to come, so I don't want anyone out there to get too relaxed. Don't switch the channel. Stay tuned on Doll's Beauty Show because we have a hot show. We have more to come from Alaska. Ketchikan, that's right. So everyone out there, stay tuned. We're on our way to Juneau, and I'm so excited to show you Juneau because my grandfather's things are in a museum, and I'm gonna take you with me. And also, I'm gonna take you up on a sky ride, and you get to see the view of Juneau, and then do a little whale watching. So everyone out there, stay tuned. Look at the humpback whales, yeah. Wow.
We're about to rise 1,800 vertical feet above sea level, and we will be covering a slope distance of 3,100 feet to the Sky Bridge in our mountain station. The first thing that I would like to point out is the Gastineau Channel, which is right here in front. On the other side of the channel is Douglas Island. Douglas Island is 17 miles long and 5 miles wide and is home for about 10% of Juneau's 31,000 people. Coming up on the right side of the tram are the remains of the Alaska Juneau Mine Processing Mill. At this processing mill, 22 tons of rock was crushed for every ounce of gold that was extracted. The tank farm area below the downtown area, our main highway and airport were all built on tailings from this mine. mine was in operation from 1916 until it closed in 1944. To the left of Douglas is the old Treadwell Mining Complex, which is that sandy beach area right over there. That's the only day's economy. We are now moving through a temperate Alaska rainforest that averages over 90 inches of rain and 100 inches of snow a year. This tram is owned and operated by Goldbelt, which is a local native corporation. The tram took a year and a half to construct and has been in operation since August 10th, 1996.
Oh, wow, it's beautiful here in Juneau, but I have the opportunity to see my grandfather's things. And we're here in the Alaska State Library where I'm about to talk to Jim. And these are some of his items that are absolutely beautiful, like his diary. This is the diary that he wrote when he was living. It dates back to 1913. And that's just wonderful that you have a grandfather that documents so much information. He left his legacy behind. And I want to stress to everyone that please, get your grandparents' history. It's so important. Find out a lot about your history. And so I came all the way from Washington, D.C., all these long hours on a ship just to achieve this information. Everyone stay tuned. I came all this way from Washington, D.C. because I felt it was so important to find out about my grandparents' heritage, especially my grandfather, who donated these lovely items and photographs and a diary to the State Alaskan Library. Isn't that correct? That's right. Okay, so you're going to give us some information on that. The diary itself dates back to?
Well, there are a number of them. This one is the first of his diaries, is 1913, and at that time he's working in Yakutsk in the state of Sakha, and the diaries cover between 1913 and the mid-1920s. In 1918, and I have that one here.
And I noticed you have a special glove on.
Well, we tried to.
Can I use it too?
I have
okay. And again, this is my grandfather when he was younger. This is a photograph when he was younger.
There are lots of drawings.
Lots of drawings and photographs. I'm going to show you B-roll, close-up photographs in a little while, but I just wanted to share with you my grandfather's family. That's his mother that's up there to the right. And this is such a beautiful experience to be able to do this. So many people don't have this opportunity, and if they do have the opportunity, they should search for it. Don't you think it's so important for people to know their history and their background on both sides of the family? Yeah, this is wonderful.
And he was a really interesting man. He was a librarian, worked at the Sakha State Library in Yakutsk, and in 1918 he was in prison during the Bolshevik Revolution, and this is the diary that he kept during those years.
Right.
And it's interesting. It's all in Russian. It's full of sketches that were made by other people in the prison. Some sketches of him, and then sketches of other people who were there.
And from what I understand, he loved to write a lot of information. And that was one of the reasons why he was in prison, from what I understand.
Yeah, he was one of the intellectuals. He was in prison for that year, and then he was helped, as I understand the story, from someone in the prison to escape. And he took his family in 1919 and moved to Tokyo.
Right, to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then he stayed there for like 2 years.
And continued his work writing.
See, I've been studying my grandfather's history. That's why I know so much. But I just wanted to share it with everybody because it's so special to, have someone in your family that has done great things and sacrificed so much to get the information out there, that he was willing to go to prison to get the information to other Russians. And I just think it's a beautiful story. Michael Vinokurov,
It-
my
it is.
grandfather.
After he came to New York, as you know, he worked for
Yes.
Library of Congress and continued his work as a bibliographer.
Yes.
The,
And he took lots of photos.
lots of photos. We have a large
Lots of
collection.
photos.
Yeah. And it was his passion to document the Russians that were in America writing.
Exactly.
He wanted to document all that literature.
And also, he was a poet, and he would write poetry to my grandmother, and my grandmother would write poetry to him. And he has some great poems about Alaska, you know, and about Russia. Beautiful poems that describes how beautiful the country is. I don't know, I'm just so nervous. I don't want to mess up anything because this is so precious. You know, when you have something so precious, you don't want to mess it up. So I'm not going to keep
No, put that
touching
one away.
these things like this. I feel nervous, like we don't want to mess up anything, but to touch that, to touch something that someone wrote years and years ago. Oh my God, I just can't express the excitement. You know, it's just wonderful. But I can't wait to show the photos.
Right, so what else should we look at? There, you know, I think there's some in this folder here that you're going to find interesting.
And this is all written in Russian as well. This is all written in Russian. So we would have to have a translator so you could see it. And I understand you've already translated some things.
Some of these have been translated, and we had a visit 2 years ago from 5 researchers from SACA, from the State Archives and State Library there, who came expressly to work with this collection, and they've made copies of a lot of material, and they're working on translations.
Yes, because also I understand he's in a Russian museum.
I
Yes.
don't know about the collections there so much, and I think I told you about
Yeah.
a
The conference.
Yeah, it's called the First Vinokurov Readings. It was held this year in Saka.
That is wonderful. So in Saka, they have a conference in his name that I would love to go there.
I think you must.
I would love to go there to see my grandfather's conference. That would be an awesome experience. I hope you enjoyed Juneau. Well, you're going to enjoy Skagway, a beautiful country in Alaska. Skagway, Alaska. A place exists in Alaska where the past lives on, where the cries of the gold in the Yukons still echo from the steep canyon walls, where the sounds of the barroom, pianos, and boomtown crowds ring out into the night. A place where the romance and excitement of years linger around every street and corner, every bend and every trail. That's the place, Skagway. Is by embracing the gold rush past, Skagway has managed to preserve a frontier spirit complete with saloons, dance hall, and all kinds of fun things to do. A little history. In 1887, Captain William Moore and his son ventured up into the Chilkoot Inlet and built a small cabin by the Skagway River. Previously unexplored and uninhabited, this piece of land named Skagway, Land of the North Wind, by the nearby tribes became the largest city in Alaska within 10 short years. By 1896, the word was the gold had been discovered in Yukon. Within 2 years, 10 years of thousands of stampedes has placed through Skagway using a steep and dangerous white pass to reach the gold-rich Canadian Yukon.
Yes, it does. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm already seeing. I did. Let's say it's recording.
Skagway is just absolutely beautiful. A place that everybody would remember and would love to go and enjoy. Enjoy the photos of Skagway. It's a beautiful country, and continue to watch Doll's Beauty Show. All right, we're about to go to British Columbia, Canada, and it is Happy Canada Day. Happy Canada Day! That's right. July 1st, every day. So everyone out there, sit back, relax, and check out Canada. Well, that's all the time we have for this show. I hope you enjoyed Alaska. But if you would like to come on our show, give us a call on 301-853-2622 or check out the website, www.dollsbeautyshow.com, and continue to watch. Same time next week. God bless you all. And I hope you enjoyed Alaska as much as I did. I hope I gave you another place on the map.